Hey guys, Retro Gaming Maniac here, and I have another episode of Games of My Childhood for you. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge. Now, this is a game I played all the time growing up. Me and my cousin used to rent this constantly from, I'm trying to think of the name of that video store. Can't remember the name of the video store, but it was a video store right down the road. And every time I went to spend the night at his house, we had to rent this game. And it is an LJN game, so a lot of people do not like it, but I think it's actually one of the better LJN games. LJN has put out some really crappy games, and this one has its flaws for sure, but it's definitely one I think, you know, for an LJN game, did pretty good. But let's go ahead and check it out. This was released on Super Nintendo and Sega, maybe some other systems, I'm not sure, maybe Sega Game Gear, can't remember, but let's go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, so the game is a side-scrolling action platformer, and you start off playing as Spider-Man. And actually, once you beat the first level, you get to play as Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, and Gambit. I think I'm not leaving anybody else out. But the game, at least for the first level, playing as Spider-Man, you have to go around and collect or disarm. I think they're bombs. I don't know, but see the little blinking things. You have to go collect them in a certain order. And your spider sense will actually go off, telling you when you're close to one, and it'll also give you like a little arrow pointing you in the general direction. You are able to shoot Spider Blast or Web Blast, Spider Blast. You're able to shoot Web Blast, and you can also swing from the web, which is pretty cool. Now, after you collect all those and beat the first level, you get the little cutscene here, and you see all the X-Men are tied up. And basically, after this, you get to choose what character you want to play as. You can play as Spider-Man again on a different level. You can play as Gambit, Cyclops, Wolverine, or Storm. So since Wolverine was my favorite character when I was a kid, I'll go ahead and show you some gameplay with him. His level is okay. It's kind of confusing. It's hard to tell where you're going, and you're getting hit by every angle by these toys. The cool thing is you can retract your claws in and out, which I just thought was a cool little feature. And Cyclops' level is actually one of my favorite ones. It's one of the more functional levels. Some of these levels are extremely hard, and so hard to the point that you can't even play very long. But this one, you're kind of in a cave, and you're on this minecart, and yeah, if you touch the rails, you die. So Gambit's level starts you off immediately being chased by this big rolling stone or ball with spikes. So you have to run and kind of stay ahead of that, meanwhile dodging all these attacks from these different angles, and navigating this crazy platforming. So this level is extremely hard. I've never beat this level, and I wish it was easier because I'd really like to be able to play as Gambit a little more. But this level is probably the hardest out of the X-Men. Storm is an underwater level. You can swim around, and basically the little air bubbles up top are your life bar. They can go away by getting hit, or they go away by staying underwater for too long, and once they run out, you're dead. So it's not my favorite level. I don't really care for underwater levels, but the Wolverine level, the Cyclops level, and the Spider-Man levels are my favorite. I really wish there was more to the Gambit level. Now, one of my favorite things about this game is the box. As you can see, there's Spider-Man, all the different X-Men, and it's just having a big battle. It's really cool, and it really got me pumped up to play the game when I was younger. The back of the box has a lot going on. As you can see, there's the different characters you can play as, and there's some of the different stages. Now, there's the Gambit level that I've never beaten. Alright guys, so that was Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge. It's actually a pretty decent game. Extremely difficult. I would say my favorite levels are probably going to be Spider-Man's Stage 1, Cyclops' level, and yeah, that's about it. Wolverine, you know what? Wolverine's level is pretty cool, and I like that you can retract your claws. But it's a great little game. Cheap, so go ahead and pick it up if you don't mind playing the LJN game. It is definitely one of the better ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one, hopefully. Thanks for watching.